Okay, it's set up in single points and 1032 threads. I got some 3/16 stock in there. The only thing I've done is faced off the end. I gotta put a center drill point in it. Just want it to where it just has a chamfer. That looks good. Okay, then we're going to put the dead center in over here. I'll take this center drill out so I don't break it. Okay, we're going to put a dead center in. And we're going to pull the stock out. I need to center or single point 2 1/4 threads at least. And I've got the tool set up here for single pointing, and I want to get up here and see. I don't want to get too much closer than that. Right there. Alright, zero that. Two 1/4 threads is right there. So that looks like about the right amount of stick out. I have to turn my dead center all the way out. Right about there. Lock that. Oh, can't do it with one hand, or not with my left hand anyway. Left arm. There we go. Now, I'm trying to move stuff around here so I can get up a little closer. Closer. All right. So let's see, D1, okay, and I want to go as slow as I can. I don't want to go B1, inward, and feed screw. All right, here we go. That's all set. Now, come up here, touch, put some high pressure lube on there first. Extreme pressure lube, number 3. I've had that forever. Long time. That's because you don't use much of it. Dab. Alright. And the double depth is not on, double thread depth is not on my fishtail. It's 32. So it'd be would it be half of 16? Let me look in the book. I got my book out. Threads. Alright, here we go. And 1/4, 1032. Okay, major diameter and minor diameter, so it would be 34, about 35 thou, 30, I'm going to go 36 thou on the diameter. So in here and touch. Nope. Make sure this is turned all the way forward. Make sure my compound here. Make sure my compound is turned all the way in. And come in and touch. Right there. 0. And then I'm going to go over on my lathe 2. Can't quite get off the part. So that means I'll be able to get off the part right there. Just on the end. Okay. So I'm on the end. I'm going to zero that. We want 2 1/4 inches. Alright, I touched, so, and I zeroed it. I'm going to back the compound out. Turn this back into 0 and then go 36 thou. 0 that. So now I'm sitting at the thread depth on my cross line. Whoops. I'm just going to go over here and then I'm going to crank in my compound until it touches again. There, move over it. I'm going to move it in. Just a tad to get a good mark on there. Make sure I have the right thread. I'm waiting for, I'm going to use number 4. There we go. I want to go over 2 1/4 inches. Two, 100, 200, well I stopped a little short, 30, but we need a little thread relief, so I'm just going to hand crank it over to the 50, back cross slide out, move back over here, and I'm going to stop and get my thread gauge. I'm sure it's right. I'm sure it's right, so, but we'll check her anyway, just to make sure. About the time I don't check it, I'll have it in the peg in the wrong hole. 34, 32, right there. And put my finger behind it so I can see. That's it. That's the spot. So, now, crank the cross slide back into 0. No, don't mess with the compound because That was our cut. So back to 0 on the dial, on the readout. I'm going to crank it in 5 thou. Give it a little oil. Start her up and wait for 4 to come around. I like using number 4. I'm not up on thread dial at what numbers you can use. I always just use the same number. If I start with a 4, I finish with 4. Its readout made it really easy for thread, really simple threading. I mean, you always got your 0. And you never mess with the compound once you start. Once you get all the way in on your compound, you know you're there. There's no second guessing. Alright, 2 inches, 1, 2, 39. Stopped at the 39 mark that time. Okay, crank it out. Move over. Crank it back in to 0. Crank the compound in another 5. Put a little oil on. I don't know, it's not really oil. I can't remember what the name of it is. And wait for the 4 to come around. 1 ring on the phone. What's that mean? I have 4 or 2 of these this length, and then the other ones I'm not sure what length those are. I think those are a little longer. And go. This is a 1032. Looks like it's really nice outside, but it's not. 2. Switch 1, 2. Yeah. Stopped a little shorter that time. 225. That's okay though. As long as I got a thread relief there, it won't matter. Right back over here. Back here in the 0. Get in another 5, wait for the 4. Here comes the 4. And here we go. I should have put a thread relief, cutter thread relief in there right away. Probably 100 to 150 thou. Threading tool seems to be cutting all right. It's carbide tip. Carbides sometimes aren't the best for threading, as they chip pretty easy. 2 inches, 1, 2, 39. Back out, over, right back to 0. Crank this in 5 thou, and that's the bottom. That's all the way in now. So this will be the last cut. And then I'll take 2 of them at this setting. And then we'll try our nut. And I'm almost 100% positive. Almost 100%. So what would that be, 90%? Positive that nut will go right on. Done my threads this way like forever. That way on the compound you never forget where you're at then on the last cut. And you always go to 0 on your cross slide. Could have probably went a little faster than this, but that's okay. Two inches, 100, 200, 133 that time. Back her out, get over, back to 0. And actually, a lot of times I'll take couple thou on this last cut on the cross slide, and that'll take a cut on both sides of the tool. Sometimes if you've got a chattery thread, it'll clean the thread and make the thread nicer. I'm going to do that with the bigger threads though. And go. Be the last time down. Taking a little bit, not much. The only reason I'm taking another cut is small thread bow here. I couldn't set up my follower again. For something this small, no. 2 inches, 100, 200, 48. I'm just going to back it away. Back that out. Grab a nut. Got one laying here. What do with it? I dug a nut out just for that. Just to test. Oh, nice thread. Nice thread. Middle here has got a little spot. Or did it pick up a chip? I might have picked up a chip there. I'm happy with that. Alright. So then we'll just part it off to the length that we need and do the next one same way, and then the other ones I think are a little longer, so I don't need to go through all that again. But nut went on there really nice. I should have actually chamfered that a little bit, but that's okay. It's going to be in underneath. So that's it. That's it for single pointing. Next time I start up the camera, we'll be working on we need the what do they call them? Oh, feed screw, the feed screw collars. We'll make those. You're not even looking at it, sorry. We make the feed screw collars, and all that is two diameters and then thread 1032 thread through the center of it. We'll need 4 of those because they're all the same. And then we need feed screw spacer that goes behind the handle. So we'll come back, when I come back and start the camera back up, we'll do those. And I noticed that I forgot to cut one cut on those slides, and then that's for this collar to fit into. So, but we'll catch up with that. I got a feed screw spacer. This must be the same as this one. It's 316. Yep, it is. This and this are the same, but look at how differently they drew them. I mean, one they draw short. This one they draw longer. So what's up with that? Oh, I do see an error. My mistake. There isn't. It's 1/8 inch overall. This one's 1/8 plus the 1/16. So I'll make them all the same. They're not that different that it's going to hurt. So anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to pull this one out, part it off, and move on to the others. And then when I get those done, like I said, we'll be working on the collars, and then that's basically just turn and thread. So maybe when we come back, I might be working on the handles. I'm thinking about going over on the NC machine again, and and the handles. Grab either a chunk of steel or brass or whatever I'm going to make them out of. Mill the profile down deep into deep enough to where I can just go over and slice them off. So that's how I'm going to handle that anyway. They're small, and then we'll come back and we got to make the spherical counterweight ball and the handles. And those handles will all be the same, I believe, and the spherical balls will be all the same. So I'll go through one of those with the camera on. I don't know if I showed the other one when I made it or not for the lead screw. But we're getting close to gear cutting and pulley cutting. Well, we'll have to make the spindle shaft or the spindle going through first, and then after that, gears and pulleys. So anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera off. Catch you guys later.